Hello, Happy New Year. Let's play a bunch of New York Times games. But first, we reveal our dad joke of the day with our brand new 2026 calendar. So for January 1st, did you hear about the two guys that stole a calendar? They each got 6 months. And we are introducing a new calendar, and this is the History Channel branded This Day in History. So, on January 1st, 1863, Lincoln issues Emancipation Proclamation. On January 1st, 1863, President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. The proclamation signified Lincoln's evolving views on slavery and growing resolve to preserve the Union. The proclamation declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebel states are and henceforth shall be free. Although he had vacillated on the subject of slavery in the early years of his presidency, he would thereafter be remembered as the great emancipator. All right. Well, I would also like to thank the following members who started a new month of membership. Thank you to Anthony Spetzel, Dan, Catherine Gurka, and Sentient Roomba. Thank you very much for your support. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got shuck, scotch, head, rat, curse, skin, nut, fly, hound, fingers, spell, shell, charm, buff, peel, and hex. I mean, hex and curse are very similar things. Charm, maybe? Like things witches would do. Hex, curse, and charm. Fly. Witches fly on broomsticks. That might be it. We also have spell. Spell's probably better than fly. But there are technically maybe 5 for this category. So let's see what else we've got going on here. Shuck. Isn't shucking like for clams? You shuck clams like to prepare them for to clean them, or I don't know exactly what shucking involves, but it has to do with clams. You can skin an animal to prepare it for cooking. You can shell something to prepare it, which is actually removing the shell, right? What else? What would be the 4th? Okay, I'm peel. You would like peel an orange or something. So is that a category? I feel like it should be. Let's just lock that in. Yep, and it's green. Oh, and I had +2 to green, so of course that's why I got green first. Still don't know if fly goes in with which. I don't think it does, but we're not going to waste a mistake for no reason. Scotch always makes me think of Scotch tape, but Scotch is also a drink. What else could it be? Because I don't see blank tape, do I? I'm not really seeing blank tape. Fly and a rat are both vermin. I don't see 2 other vermins. Buff. Buff is to clean as well. Is that the 4th clean, or did I need a 4th clean? It's a different kind of cleaning, like shucking. Oh, we already got green. Never mind. I was looking for them and I couldn't find them. Head, fingers, parts of the body. Seems unlikely. Could include nut in there. Let's see. Hex, curse, hound, charm. Hound. What are we doing with hound? You ain't nothing but a blank dog. I think that's what it is. It's purple. But I seem to recall in the past they've used lady blank for lady, but for fingers they use lady fingers. So do we have lady blank? So like a lady fly, or it doesn't seem like it. A lady rat, just the female rat. Okay, so I don't think it's lady fingers today. Fingers definitely feels like fodder for a fill in the blank though, like something fingers. I don't know what it would be. Salad fingers. Spell. I mean, spell I think goes with hex and curse and charm. Do I just lock this in? Yeah, I mean, fly is a bit of a stretch. Like if it's what witches do, they could include fly. But these are much closer together than fly is, so let's just try this. Yeah, okay. Bit of magic. I feel like they have this category like once a month. I don't know. um so what's left? Like vermin or hound fingers got. I mean, of course we got blue and purple left. Head, buff. Like someone can be buff, like they're strong. Buff can mean to like to buff a surface, right? To make it smooth. Fictional beer brands with the first letter changed. Um, what do we have? Scotch then? Is it? Do we have blank tape? Because that's the only thing I can think of other than the drink. There is fly tape actually. Fly tape you hang up and the fly gets stuck to it and eventually dies. But what else? What else would there be? Rat tape, head tape, buff tape, fingers tape, nut tape, hound tape. I don't think there's other tape. That's why I guess it's not that. Rat. Rat can mean to be an informant, to be a rat. Um, I mean, rat, hound, and fly are all animals. I don't know what they'd have to do with each other, and I don't see another animal. Um, oh, I just thought of a really cool category they could do, which is the nursery rhyme, the old lady who swallowed a fly, and then she keeps swallowing more and more things to kill the other things that she swallowed, and just like four of those from the song. It's very trivia heavy, but I think it would be a fun one. I don't even remember all the things she swallowed, but um, okay. Something I haven't really looked at too much is whether we can just do stuff with the letters. Oh, the other thing they do with fly a lot is like horse fly, or the other thing I do a lot, like lady fingers appears a decent number of times. So does horse fly. I mean, horse head, like a reference to um, the Godfather. I don't know what else would be horse. Horse fingers. They don't have fingers. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Scotch something buff. There's also Butterfingers, the candy. Butterscotch. Okay. I think it's butter blank. But I found two of things before. But butternut, yeah. Butternut, Butterfingers, butterscotch, and butter. Oh, butterfly. Okay, this is purple. I don't think of butterfly as starting with butter, but it sure does. All right. Butter blink. Okay. And Butterfingers doesn't have to be the candy. It can also just mean your hands are slippery, like you drop things. Hound, buff, rat, and head. So we did not put the three animals together. Hound, buff, rat, and head. What is Blue doing today? I don't know. It's got to be trivia that I don't know or something. Oh, it's not trivia. Enthusiast equivalent. Oh, okay, so this is a definition of buff that I forgot, but you can be like a film buff, right? Where you're enthusiastic about films, right? So you're a film buff. You can be like a metalhead, meaning you really like metal music. What's hound and rat used for? I'm not sure that I would have figured. I'm not sure if I would have been able to pick out this category. Like I think hound. I'm trying. I can't remember the context. There's something with hound where yeah, I don't know what it is. And rat, I'm not like a gym rat. So these are really specific. I don't remember what hound is for, but anyway. Difficulty, I think that blue and purple are hard to pick apart today. I think that these two aren't too bad, but honestly, like, green wasn't the easiest. So let's give this a 3 out of 5, and let's say we have a 60% solve rate. What do we got here? Is this butter as an airport? Butterfly, got it. Okay. They give it 2.5. Okay. We don't see 2.5 very often anymore. It's usually 2.3 or 2.7. All right. I think they have 6 testers. That's my theory. And so each tester gives it a rating. And so if like 2 of the testers give it a 2 and 3 of the testers give it a 3, then they give it a 2.7, right? Anyway. Ooh, I was very close. 58% solve rate. 5 out of 5 is what the bot gives it. I don't know how it determines this because it doesn't seem to be purely based on the solve rate. Only 28% getting no mistakes. I was 1 and 8 for my order, so my order is extremely common. People are getting green or yellow first. I did see yellow first, but I was a little bit concerned that fly might go in there, so I held off on locking it in. But then I kind of had to try it because I didn't know what was going on here. Very few people are getting enthusiast. Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen less than 1% before on this metric. Then second, we got some people figuring this out, but yeah. Wow, yeah, it's just very hard to pull apart blue and purple. So we've got, look at this, we've got 36% getting yellow, green, then 3% getting only yellow, 1% got nothing, 1% got green. What's the first losing game that gets blue? Yeah, we're less than 1% getting blue. So some people got blue and nothing else, which is a bit crazy, actually. I feel like if you get blue, you shouldn't have too much trouble, but who knows what happened there. All right, so what are people doing here? Trying to figure out blue and purple. I don't know that we should think too hard about these because they're just trying blue and purple things to try to get one-way information. Buff, yeah, so after I locked in green, I thought, oh, maybe buff went in there. So maybe a little bit lucky, but I don't think buff really has to do with food. But this is just remove the covering from, so it didn't necessarily have to do with food. So buff might have been a legitimate red herring for green. I don't blame people for trying that one. I just didn't see it until after I got green correct. But yeah, green first, yellow first, purple first, green with buff, green with nut. Maybe nut meaning like to remove the shell from a nut, maybe. We've got some kind of rainbow herring here. Shuck, rat, curse, and nut. Okay, so this is like if you add an S, it's a mild oath. Shucks, rats, curses, nuts, right? Something you'd say as a replacement for a swear word. All right. Well, how did you do? Hello, Happy New Year. Let's do the easy and medium pips for January 1st, 2026. It's Thursday. Let's play. All right, so we don't have a double equal, so we're going to need dominoes this way. We don't have 3 1s, so we're going to have to do blank 1 2. Or blank blank 3. But no, the 3 is used here, so let's put the blank up here. So we need a blank in there. Then 2 5 in here, and then 1 5 in there, and then the 1 goes in here. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It just took a little bit of thinking about what was happening here. All right, let's play the medium. Okay, we have a little bit of an in here. So it goes into a 6 and 3, which could be 1 2 3. We can involve some blanks to make it lower or higher. I mean, higher numbers in there. We have 3 6s that could go in here. 10 has to be 4 6 or 5 5. We have 2 10s. We have 2 ways to do 4 6, and we also have a 5 5. Oh, we have 3 10s. Never mind. I wonder how much I can get of the geometry here. So we know that we're going to need a pip there. Sorry, not a pip. We know we need a domino there. Now, I'm not convinced there's other forced geometry here. Not yet, anyway. But we could play around with this a little bit. So I guess one question we could ask, actually, let's redraw this in, because one question we can... What the heck just happened with that line? All right. Do we have a domino that sums to less than 3? Unfortunately, we do. We have a 0, 2. So you know what? Let's just do like the obvious thing and see if it actually works out. Um, this would have to be the 5, 5 if I do that, because this is a forced domino. And now 6. One of the 6s goes here. The other 6s go in the 10s with 4s. So like I could do like a 2, 4 here, and then like a 6, 3 here. I want 1, 2. I'm not gonna be able to do 1, 2, 3. Whoops. I can't do 2, 2, 2. I can't do 1, 2, 3. How am I adding to 6? I could do 2, 4 blank, but I need my 4. Okay, so then no, I need my 4 to be. I can't do. Okay, I think I need to pull these out. I think I can't be willy nilly like this. So here's my point. The dominoes that contain the 4s and the 6s are restricted where they can go. One of the 6s goes here. Two of the 4 and the 6 and the 4 and the 6 go in these 10s, and then we have the 5, 5 going in the other 10. So what's left besides that? That's it. I mean, we just have the 0, 2 otherwise. So how am I adding what can I do with this 6? Because I have to throw this out. So I could do 2, 2, 2. Let's investigate that. We throw out the blank, actually. And then this is kind of the meta that if it's divisible by the number, then it's probably all the same number. But we could do the 4, 2 this way. And then the 6, 3, we throw out the 3. That's safe to throw out. This 2 could go into this 6 here. We then put the 5, 5 here. This is a problem. I need the 5, 5 to be there as well. So I could do the 2, 6 down. 6 blank. 4 blank. 5, 5. Wow, that actually worked out. Okay. I didn't think that was working, but then it just kind of worked. So the key deduction was let's try 2, 2, 2 in the 6, because I actually didn't see very many ways to add to 6, because we couldn't use the 4s, any of the 4s or the 6s or the 5s. No 4s, 5s, or 6s. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 or 2, 2, 2, but there wasn't a 1. So yeah, it had to be 2, 2, 2. Okay. If I thought about that a little bit further, I would have proven it had to be 2, 2, 2 rather than vibed it. But anyway, how'd you do? Hello, Happy New Year. Let's do the hard pips for Thursday, January 1st. What is going on here? We got kind of a 2. Oh, it's a 2, 6 for 2026. All right. So we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday and figure out if there's a forced domino order here. So we do have a 6, 2. Do we have a 2, 1? We do have a 2, 1. Do we have a 1, 1? Okay, we do not have a 1, 1. Okay, so that's our in, where this can't be a domino. Oh, but this could be a domino. Ooh, okay, so that's not an in today. Okay, we have a lot of things we need 4 of. I did not mean to do that. We have a lot of things we need 4 of. So what do we have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 blanks. So the 1 does not go in any of these 4s. This needs to be a double, actually. Maybe we can start here. We can draw this domino at the very least. This is a double. We can draw this domino here, here. Oh yeah, this is our in for sure. Maybe. So we know where the doubles need to go. Here, here, and here. So what do we have double of? Do we have double 2, double 5, double 4, and double blank? I'm seeing... We're going to have to chain these together. So 5, we've got connected to 0 and 2. So 5 could connect with 0. 0 connects with 1, 4, and 5. There's not an obvious... All right. 2 of our 1s are used here. So, okay, this guy's attached to a 1. It's got to be either a one. So just looking at what we have double of, we have double 0, 4, 5. So in some order, 0, 4, and 5 are going in these four equals. The three, the three cages that are four equal numbers. I don't know how to best phrase that. This guy, this guy, and this guy are going to have to be. Oh, by the way, so if this was a domino, this would be a domino. We'd need two doubles. That never happens. So this is a domino. This is a domino. This is a domino, and that's a domino. Okay, so I actually drew out all the dominoes. So we can put the 1, 2 in. That at least saves us from having to think about that one. Now 6 goes into this one. What do we have attached to 6? 1 and 4 and 2. 4 or 2 would be viable. Wait, is 2 viable? Yes, it is. Okay. 1 is attached to 0 and 6. I don't have a 6, 6. Okay, so this is an in. This is the only one we can put there. And then we can do 0, 4 or 0, 5. I might just have to pick one. Well, I have 6, 4. I don't have 6, 5. So let's do 0, 5. And let's do 6, 4 up this way. So now we have the 4, 4 here, and we've got the 5, 5 here. And now 5 goes into 2, and I guess we throw out the... Oh, I guess we do 2, 6. Okay. Now this 4 blank goes down. And I have a problem where I don't have 3 equals. So I made some kind of mistake. I have double 2, but... Okay. So what mistake did I make here? I'm pretty sure I have to do this. Because if I did 1, 6, I don't have a double 6 to put next to it. So, and this 1, 2 is forced. So what's attached to 6? 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 4. So I could try 6, 2 here since I already tried 6, 4. 6, 2 is the only other option. So this would require 2, 5 down. And now I don't have enough. I'm not sure. There might be a way to adjust this. I don't know the right way to think about this here. But I'm just trying 4s and 5s this way. This doesn't work. I'm out of 5s. Right, I don't have enough 5s. Okay. So this has to be the blank 4. And then the 4, 4. And then the 4, 6 goes up. And then the 6, 1 goes here. This is our 5, 5. This is our 5 blank. And we are done. Alrighty. Yeah, I think if I'd realized earlier that we actually had all the dominoes forced positionally, that would have helped. Getting rid of the 1, 2 actually helped considerably because it meant that this couldn't be 1, 2. It was forced to be 1 blank. That gave us a bit of an in. I don't know why 5, I don't specifically know why 5 didn't work here. It just kind of didn't. So then I tried the 2. Not super happy with that logic, but it worked out. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello, Happy New Year. Let's do the mini crossword for Thursday, January 1st, 2026. Let's play. Word on either side of blank eat blank. I'm not sure. Word on either side of blank all blank. When it says either side, does it mean both sides? Like it's a phrase where it's on both sides? Or is it could work on either side of it? I don't know. We're just going to do the downs because the crosses are weird. Someone who might be swimming with the fishes. A scuba diver? Maybe a diver? An hour past midnight. 1 a.m. Hand sanitizer targets. Hands. I don't think it's going to be hands. Germs, maybe. Like a crossword clue about crossword clues. Meta. I'll pass, thanks. Let's see. Never say never. Okay, so it's dog eat dog, mine all mine. Okay, so it's on both sides, not either side. First string squad, A team. Causes injury to, harms. All right. And this 5 down was nah, I'll pass, thanks. I think either is the wrong word to use there. It's the word on both sides of. either specifically means one or the other, but not both. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to English, like it doesn't follow strict rules as you would expect, but I think that it should have said both sides of, not either side of. I would have had a lot. I don't know if I would have come up with it, but I wouldn't have gotten so confused about it. All right, well, how'd you do? Let's do Strands. Today's theme is not your average Joe. Well, one thing about Joe is it's a nickname for coffee. Do we see coffee? Yeah, we do see coffee here. So let's just say coffee's our spanagram. It is. So we've got different kinds of coffee, like cappuccino or latte, or I don't know. The problem is I don't know all that much about coffee because I don't drink it. It could be strong, I suppose. Okay. Strong coffee. Is black here? Would black be the average coffee? I don't know. Let's not worry too much about not your average. Let's just think about coffee. A bit old. TR, Tren, Tretti, Turt. Bitter. Bitter. Okay. Strong and bitter. Nutty. Bold. Okay. Mooth. It's probably a THY, right? Like, because these are all kind of describing it. Like adjectives, I guess it would be the way to put that. Adjectives related to coffee. Aroma. No? Something aroma? Aromatic. I told you they had to be. As soon as I said they had to be adjectives, I then tried to lock in a verb. Oh my gosh. I tried to lock in a noun. What am I saying? Smooth. Okay. It didn't end in Y. And velvety. Velvety. There we go. Okay. Just adjectives you can use to describe coffee. Got it. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello. Today's bonus game is Zordle, also known as Xordle. The creator has said pronounce it either way. So the way this works is we are playing Wordle, and it is exactly Wordle, except there are two answers, and we have to find both of them. So this yellow A and yellow E could be for the first word or the second word, and they could be split up. Like the A is yellow for the first word, but the E is yellow for the second word. Now, the one thing we do know, which helps quite a bit, is that the two words do not share any letters with each other. So the yellow A can't be a yellow A for the first and second word. So one of the words has an A in it, and the other word does not have an A in it. Same with the E. It starts us off with awake. These are the colorings for awake. So I'm just going to get new letters here. Common letters, STRLN. Not using the A or the E. I'm thinking about storm. There's probably something better. But let's just go with storm and see what happens. All right, so green S, yellow TO. I wonder if we have like a... is it SL maybe? I could try an SL word. Something like, I'd like to try like, we know A is not in the middle. And we don't end in E, so I'd like to try an EA here or here. We know there's not two A's. We don't know if there's two E's or not. So why don't we try sleep and find out? Why don't we try sleet and see where the T goes? Oh, wow. I wonder if the answer was sleep. So let's not fall into the trap of thinking this must be all one word. I'm going to assume it's sleep. And if so, what are we doing with A, O, and T? Where do we want those? We could start with T. We could do tonal. No, see, if L is in sleet, then it's not in the other word. Something like this is what I was thinking. Or there's also OA, but how about today? Did I use all the letters? T, O, and A. Yeah. So let's try today. Today was one of the words, and then we'll try sleep. Okay. Sleep today. All right. Yeah, we don't really want to see the AI image. Cool. This was submitted by Bella M. Nacario. All right. Well, I think I did pretty well on that. How'd you do? And let's spin the bonus game wheel to see what tomorrow's game is. Okay, Cindy Hobbs suggested Weaver. So if you would like to follow along, then you can play Weaver tomorrow. There's always a link in the description. And that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There is a link at the end of the video that takes you right to Wordle if you'd like to watch that. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.